23 weapons. At his home in Mesquite, Nevada, they recovered 19 firearms at least, as well as explosives, ammunition, and some electronic devices. What they have not identified yet is a motive. So far, police do believe the shooter acted alone. Let's talk about what they are trying to get off of these devices with Noel Kirsch, a computer forensics examiner with Pathway Forensics. Thank you for being here. There are some reports that 2 computers were found in the home. You've got to assume a cell phone. I don't know. These things aren't easy to just get into. I mean, we remember what happened with the fight over the phone after the San Bernardino shooting. How hard is it just to access these devices?
Well, a lot of it depends on the device that he has, and if he had a password for the device, obviously. Some devices are easier to get into than others. A lot of it depends on the operating system. A number of factors play into how easy or hard it is to get into the device. What they may be able to find on the computers are backups of the phones or iPads that he had that may have been backed up to the computer. And sometimes those are easier to get into than the device itself. So hopefully from the computers they'll be able to get some picture of who he was talking to and what he was doing, and try to answer some of these questions about motives that all of us have.
Yeah, what can you learn from all of this? It's not just who he was talking to, it's where he was. Yeah. It's patterns of movement. Right. It's patterns of activity as well. Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of information you can glean from a computer, obviously. You can learn a lot about a person's interests, a lot of their behaviors, what they were doing, who they were talking to. If I were the investigators on these computers, I'd be looking for other people to interview as part of the investigation. Who is he speaking to? Where did he source these devices or these weapons rather that he used in this shooting? Things like that. How long ago was he planning this? When did he make his reservations at Mandalay Bay? All these types of questions can be answered from the computers.
It's not just his devices. So even with all the security cameras they have all over Las Vegas, all over that hotel, the police are still asking for people, 22,000 folks at this concert, for their cell phone video, for all of that. Why do you think that is? I mean, what specifically are they looking for in this video? I suppose very different vantage points.
Right. I mean, what the investigators are going to do is they're going to collect all of these videos, these cell phone videos from all these different people, and put them all onto a timeline, and establish, what was happening at certain points in time of this attack. Where was the shooting coming from? Who was the shooter? They wanted to nail down, first of all, was there just one shooter? And answer and close off that question whether or not it was just Paddock acting by himself, or if there were other players in this. So it's a lot of information, a lot of data that they're going to be collecting and combing through, and it's just going to take some time. This stuff doesn't happen overnight, so it's going to take a little time for them to go through all of it.
And search history for this guy is going to be crucial as well, even for something as simple as the ammonium nitrate. I mean, was this about lawn care, or was this guy trying to build a bomb? And that could be as simple as checking some of the searches there, right, Noel?
Yeah, absolutely. The web searches are a good piece of evidence to search for and to see, again, what was this person's interests, what were his motivations, what was he looking for, what was he trying to do. And so that's one of the things that they're going to look for is what was he searching the internet for, what was he trying to do, who was he speaking to, see if there's some plans that were drawn up and saved his computer, or his financials, his bank records and things like that, to see when he acquired these weapons, who he acquired them from, things like that. So there's so much data that they can glean, so much information they can glean from these devices. So it's going to be an interesting thing to see what they come up with.
Yeah, let's not forget he was an online gambler as well, so there could be a history there which plays into finances too. Noel Kirsch,
that's
great to have you
with us. That's probably a key part of it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Noel.
It just doesn't bring, those answers don't bring anything necessarily for those families.
Not for the families.